Hello valued viewers, I hope you're doing wonderfully well. You guys have asked us, what if in 1991 Gulf War I, Operation Desert Storm, the Soviets/Russians had actively helped Iraq? So today we're going to run this relatively focused war game, and we're going to run it twice. First with just Iraqi assets, and then again with the addition of Soviet asset and manpower. So first we need to do some research. I know quite a bit about the Soviets in 1991, but pretty much nothing about the Iraqis. Here we show in 1991 the Iraqi Air Force as well as their air defense. What I didn't know was that in 1991 the Iraqi Air Force was the world's 6th largest air force. I find that absolutely amazing. By the end of the war that was a very different thing, obviously. Iraqi Air Force combat aircraft, let's blast through this. Mirage F1s, 2 variants of, or 3 variants with the K models. They also had probably their most modern fighter, the MiG-29 from the mid-80s, the A model. They also had the 1970s MiG-25 Interceptor and reconnaissance aircraft. They had the MiG-23 Flogger, several variants of, from the 1970s. They had the MiG-21 from 60s. In terms of numbers, that was their largest numbering aircraft. From the 1950s or early 60s, they had MiG-19C. Su-25 attack aircraft, Su-24 larger attack/strike aircraft. They had the Su-22 fighter bomber, but really just a bomber in this campaign, the fitter. The Su-20 very similar. The Su-7, very similar as well. They had the Tu-16, that was the Badger large bomber. Tu-22, backfire, supersonic large bomber. And the Chinese H-6, which is basically another Badger. You can see the numbers here. They are very large numbers. They also had these trainer variants here. In terms of SAMs, they had mostly Soviet, again, SA-2 guideline from the 1950s. They had SA-3 from the early 60s. They had SA-6 late 60s. In terms of SHORAD or low-range defense, they had a mixture of SAMs, as you can see here, and a plethora of AAA. Loads and loads of guns, hundreds of guns, maybe thousands. I don't want to model everything here, so I've chosen what would probably be the most effective unit. So I've chosen the MiG-29 as their most modern and capable air-to-air fighter, and I've also chosen their MiG-23. In terms of SAMs, I've chosen the SA-2 with the longest range and the SA-6 as the most modern, and their low-range defense as a Roland is probably the most effective out of that lot. For interest's sake, the coalition lost 75 aircraft, which is a lot more than I thought. 52 fixed wing and 23 helicopters. Iraqis lost only 36 shot down in air-to-air. That surprised me. I assumed it would be more like 100. Though they lost a huge amount on the ground. You can remember the images of them being bombed by laser-guided bombs and stuff, 254. And one thing I didn't know is over 400 evacuated and escaped to Iran, where they presumably became Iranian Air Force. On to today's mission, guys. Keeping it relatively focused. Again, it will come in 2 phases. Once with just the Iraqi defense, then second with the added 1991 Soviet defense. First, with keeping the battle roughly to the simulated area that you can see here, so I don't have to model the entire of the defense. Second, we do not have the correct terrain, so today Cairo is going to be Baghdad, and we're starting 240 miles over here to the east. An overview of the defense for the mission: 3 SA-6s, 3 SA-2s, 4 Rolands, 10 23mm anti-aircraft cannon and 10 57mm anti-aircraft cannon. In terms of aircraft, 2 MiG-29s and 2 MiG-23s. Maybe they should have been MiG-25s now, but anyway, we'll go with MiG-23. Locations of the SAMs: SA-2 in real life was mainly used to defend large cities like Baghdad, and that's what we're doing here. Range rings here, here and here. SA-6s tended to be used to defend tactical areas and or airfields, so SA-6 here, 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 and you can see their range rings of about 15 miles. In terms of the short-range Roland sights, they were used in reality to protect the 34 Air Force bases, and we've got one here, 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 you can see the small range rings, and one at the target to get some extra difficulty. In terms of AAA, we've just modelled 20 cannon today because we want to keep it moderately light, and we've just modelled the area in Baghdad around the target, which is here, by the way. We should probably talk about the target. Today we just have one target, which is a nominal target, which means a meaningless target. 6 large factories here. All 6 must be destroyed for the mission to be complete, and each requires at least one 2,000-pound bomb direct hit. So just bear that in mind, guys. In terms of the aircraft, bases in this configuration will be this base here and this base here, simulating frontline air bases defense of Baghdad. From here, we'll be taking off 2 MiG-29s with period-accurate weaponry, 1980s Alamos and short-range missiles. Really important thing. I usually don't mess around with the skills of the pilot because it causes all sorts of political problems, but I have made them rookie in this case for the Iraqi pilots. Now, that's not saying that they were bad pilots in real life, because they weren't bad pilots, but if you read about why they performed so bad, it's because they were not trained in a way that allowed them to fight against the coalition forces. They were very much reliant on EWR to vector them to targets which were mainly taken out by the coalition forces, and they weren't trained to fight dynamically like the Americans and the blue coalition forces were. Hence, they were, for this mission that they were required, badly trained. Hence, I've set them badly trained. I hope you would agree with that. MiG-23 floggers. We've got here an air-to-air configuration, 1970s aircraft with 1970s weapons. One more thing, guys. We've got just a token bit of ground-to-ground. I didn't want to do much ground-to-ground, but just a token bit, and we may not interfere with this. It's just for interest's sake. 10 Abrams from 1991, punching up against 10 of the latest main battle tanks from Iraq at the time, which was the T-72. We're just going to put them head to head and see what happens. It's not hugely meaningful, but it might be interesting. Guys, before we do any predictions and or tactics, I just want to show the second variation, which is an identical variant, but with Soviets added. So, as well as everything you've seen today, the Soviets add 2 SA-10s, that's the S-300 from the late 1980s. 2 SA-15, that's a Tor site, close-range defense. In terms of aircraft, 2 Su-27s from the mid-80s and 2 MiG-31 interceptors. You can see the range rings shown in purple, S-300 range ring here and an S-300 range ring here. They were airspace denial weapons. They had a long range, and they're going to basically cover most of the battlefield today. Su-27s and MiG-31s will operate from this base further in here, further protected. Su-27s with period-accurate mid-1980s Alamos of both variants, and some slightly more modern close-range weapons as of 1984, and the MiG-31s with their weapons 1980, late 80s of an R-33 and an R-40, guys. In terms of us, we start from here. We have AWACS support as per real life. We can have whichever aircraft we choose from this list, all fought in the campaign, although they were slightly different variants. The F-15E, you can use whichever loadout you want, but I've chosen some loadouts if you want. A ground attack or a strike variant with 5 2,000-pound bombs with some sidewinders as defense, period accurate. Or you can have an air-to-air variant, bearing in mind that AMRAAMs weren't a thing at this point, or not really, and even if they did, we don't have the A model that they might have had in 1991, but it was mainly Sparrows, as you know. Or you can have an air-to-air variant with Sparrow M's from the time and sidewinders. Or you can have an F-18. These did participate in the conflict. A C model, a slightly different variant, but it would have Sparrows, 6 of them. I would suggest this would be the main air-to-air platform for today, guys. And sidewinders. And for the anti-radiation, I would suggest F-16C. The reason being, the variants that we have in DCS cannot carry the correct air-to-air medium-range Sparrows. It can only carry AMRAAMs, which I can't allow you today. So it's a good use of anti-radiation. Obviously, I haven't allowed you to practice without the harm targeting system, which was not available in 1991, and I need you to be able to do some anti-radiation, so I've allowed it on there for the guys that need it, and sidewinders off the time, guys. We will taxi to the runway. We'll probably wait and watch the small tank battle, then we'll take off and do the mission, roughly staying within the simulated area, and that's an awful lot of talking. Before my voice goes, guys, a rough prediction in terms of difficulty. I had no idea how difficult to set it up because I didn't know how many of you were arriving, but there are 7 of you. Predictions against Iraq, and then predictions against Iraq plus Soviets.
I think against Iraq only, it should be pretty easy to say the blue side's going to have a fairly easy time of it. But once we start throwing in the Russians, and especially the S-300, that's going to make a big difference in the how close we can get to target.
Yeah, the Russians are going to complicate things with the longer SAM sites.
Did you dumb down the skill levels on the Russian pilots?
No, I put them veteran, so that's not the best. It's not as good as American, but it's not terrible. They would have been better trained than the Iraqis. Sorry, I forgot to point that out, viewers. It's basically, I guess you'd call it average veteran, average skill level for the Soviets. Welcome in, viewers. First, just against Iraq. Fire, Simba, Push, Cap, Saber, Cannon, Bird. Hello, boys.
Morning.
Hello.
Hello.
Simba, I'm Boars. I'm going to be at the back, but I might just shoot past you all just quick so I can go and watch the tank battle. For some reason, they're not making any sound. I don't know what it is, viewers, but a thing appears to have happened. Never mind, let's see if the guns make any sound. No scoreboard on today. I didn't have time to configure it. Right. Russians getting hit. What's better, an Abrams or a T-72? Well, presumably an Abrams, but we'll see. Certainly much bigger. Abrams hit. Ooh, they're firing these, viewers, snipers. One advantage of Chinese ground units at the time is they did have those 80 GMs. For some reason the Americans didn't use them. But it shrugged it off. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, Abrams winning massively. It's just a tougher, bigger, tougher tank. I think they were about 70 tons. The T-72, I think, was about 40 tons. Well, that's it. Wow, they've won. 1, 2, 3, 4. All set equal, by the way. No weird stuff going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only one Abrams was destroyed. Wow. How well do you think that's modelled, viewers? Interesting. Right, back in the cockpit. The boys are ready. Push is... it appears you're arming up with laser-guided bombs, Push. And that absolutely was available in 1991. So he's allowed to do that. I'm going to go up with the boys as a bomber, viewers. I'm just going to kind of act as an AWACS. I've left the map on today. I want to show you what's going on as well.
We're rolling.
Remember, you're faster than him, F-16s.
We're rotating.
Save it, save it, save
Coming out of
it.
cans.
Jeez, just saved. Alright. 0 casualties, that is good.
Coming right, 250. On course, 250.
Now, at the time, guys, I remember air shows in the 1990s. Sorry if I interrupted you, but they would have had Phantoms as the harm carriers, and F-16s as Wild Weasels. I remember they were called the Wild Weasel pair. Do you think that's how they operated in 1991?
Yes, I think the Phantom was mostly used for the Seahead role there.
16s went in a lot with dumb bombs and Mavericks. Although there is a famous incident of a 16 shooting a harm at a Patriot site, like a couple years into the war.
Guys, I've done that thing. I've overshot.
That's why I left that.
Takes a while to get going, this does. And when it gets going, it's hard to stop. Right, what angels do you want to go to, guys? I'm easy.
Angels 25.
Alright.
Roughly around where the 16's gonna get its best economy.
Air brake's still open, cap slightly.
Well, oops. Right, viewers, so what we've got is the F-18s today are doing the lion's share of the air-to-air fighting. The F-16s are doing the all of the seed. And the the F-15s are doing the bombing. I guess one aircraft we missed out was the F-15C. That would have been doing a lot of air-to-air, wouldn't it?
Yes, that would have been the primary air-to-air. But everybody likes the full fidelity cockpit of the E model.
That's what I thought, so I didn't put it in. I knew no one would fly even if I put it in. Alright guys, as I'm a bomber, I'm going to start falling back. I don't really want to get myself into a dogfight. It's kind of a stupid idea. You guys carry on without me.
AWACS is telling us we got bandits 95 miles out.
Yep, indeed. Obviously, the MiGs and the floggers have scrambled. MiG-29 is an excellent air-to-air fighter, viewers, but it's a burst fighter. It has very little range. The Flogger, to be honest, I don't know much about. I know we're getting a proper version in DCS at some point. I look forward to learning about it then. I guess you'd call it multi-role?
Wasn't really good in any kind of a turn fight. Basically, it just would boom and zoom.
Roger.
That's about all it was good for.
Wasn't the MiG-27 the air-to-ground variant of the 23?
Yeah, 23 was air-to-air. No, they were all kind of multi-role a bit, but I think the 23 was air-to-air. 27 was air-to-ground, wasn't it, guys?
2 contacts, 70 nautical miles. Additional pair of 2 at 80.
I've already got them on my air-to-air radar. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, an ABG-70. But I've got no missiles, viewers. If I take Sparrows, I can't take bombs, and I need bombs. So it's an all or nothing configuration.
Fire's got lead target.
Oof. Right, I'm going into an orbit because I don't want to be here.
The Cannonball has trailing target.
Just remember, boys, it's Fox 1s.
It is Fox 1s, and that's what I'm worried about. It's not something we ever practice with.
Oh, Cannonball spike.
Bird spike.
Push is up. Good. Come find me, push. Fire. 20 miles. Right, it's a good idea if you fire before they fire.
Fox 1.
Ooh.
Cannonball Fox 1 out of Wes.
Trying to drive him cold. He's cranking to our right. Missile warning on me.
One down.
Splash.
Shot.
Missile lock broke.
Just.
Spike.
If you have to, run back to the 16s. They'll cover you.
Alright, are you pressing again, Fire Dad?
Turning back cold. Giving myself a little bit of reset distance with that.
Okay,
the next 2 aircraft coming in.
I missed on mine.
Okay, I'm pursuing him now.
Gonna go for the MiG-23, Simba.
Copy.
They've got R40s.
I got him locked up. Fox 1.
Good shot fire.
Splash.
Well done. Well
Alright,
done.
you got a MiG-23 turning into you hot.
Okay, fire is evacuating back to the egress in the area. I'll bring him to you, Pooch.
To me?
Cannonball, rather.
Good tactics, guys. You've got them distracted.
Saber's coming around the right side. I'm almost in range for a Fox 2.
Bird has the, looks like they're both
Cannonball
going for
ray
Simba now.
gun. Cannonball ray gun.
Clear.
Cannonball Fox 1.
Woo!
Simba Fox 2.
Smoke in the air, smoke in the air.
Damn, man down, man down.
Yep, we traded.
Cannonball hit.
AWAC sees one target in the air, one target in the air.
Cannonball Fox 1 on that target. So appears to be tracking.
He's on your 6th Cannonball. Bird, he's on your 12. He's the only hostile in your 12, Bird, AWAC says.
Yep, getting in range. Fox 2.
Master arm.
Yep, forgot that.
Bird has it covered, Bird has it covered. Hold your firefly.
Spooked by the flares,
Miss,
spooked by the
miss.
flares.
Alright.
I'm on his 6 though, he's not getting away from me.
Yeah. Advise, leave it for Bird. Just stay out of his front quadrant.
Fox 2. Tracking, dead.
Boom! AWAC
Good kill.
says, picture is clean, guys. You may start with the SEAD. Poosh, we're going to move up to the front line of defense.
Okay.
Simba, if you would be a GCI or just general situational awareness that they would have in real life, that would be useful.
I don't have any air-to-air targets. I'm going to wild weasel a little bit.
There's an SA-6 just at your 11 o'clock, about 60 miles. Correction, 35 miles.
I think it's just past the river.
Yep.
You know that massive river that goes by Baghdad?
I'm getting ground returns on a SA-6 right now. No spike yet.
The River Tiger, I think, cap goes through Baghdad.
Does it really?
Cannonball
so much.
Spike SA6.
Right.
All right, I got a lock on the SA6 now. On the left one, Saber. I'm going to go take a shot, 25 miles out.
Missile on me.
All right, Bird, southern SA6, man.
Run hold.
Oh, yep, smoke in the air. I got it.
Saber got a lock on the SA6.
So the Wild Weasel made the SAMs fire, viewers, and the Seed aircraft sent the missile out.
It's crazy that hasn't even locked me up yet.
Hmm.
I mean, I can physically see the site from here.
All right, good conservation of missiles and mature piloting, guys. And
Saber's got a weapon malfunction, going cold, and trying to figure out what's going on.
silenced.
Power on.
Don't forget those Rolands are active. Don't be below 25,000 feet or whatever it is for a Roland.
All right, I've got the northern one then, Saber, while you're fiddling. Bird SA6 on the northern site. Magnum.
It's in the paint and your DDI.
So you've turned your HDS hardpoint on. When you go to air to ground on the RML page or the SMS page, there should be a power on button.
Visual on the next SA6 site at the airfield.
TTI 5 seconds for the harm, but again, watch out for the Rolands, guys. Second SAM 6 silenced. Hold on. Push forwards, guys. Stay high. Remember, the SHORAD is active.
Saber, you need to turn hard right. You're getting outside the zone.
Picking up Nails SA2. Nails SA6.
Yep, he's seen you.
All right, next SA6, I have a good picture on him.
Come on, lock me up. Oh, Spike SA6.
All right, Bird's 22 miles from that SA6 Magnum.
Got me putting it on a notch.
Making mincemeat of these suckers. And of course, that's what this missile was designed for in the 1980s, the harm, to defeat this type of SAM. TTI 10 seconds. I know you wouldn't get this detail in real life, but this information, but... Well, maybe you would. Maybe you would know the TTI of the missile. Do you guys know? No, you don't, do you? Doesn't matter. Third SAM 6 silent. Oh, what happened there? A thing happened!
The Roland took it out.
I did not expect that to happen today. Didn't even know it could do that.
Saber, you back up yet with harms?
Do you want me to respond so you have another competent harm?
Only if Saber can't get it working, so you deal with him, Saber. You two.
Go for it. I can't get them to power up.
You can't get it working, Saber.
Affirm.
You despawn, Saber. Simba, you may respawn, but you'll have to buster into combat, obviously. Bird, can you fire one like... Oh, I don't know. You need to get it where it's still on burn, so it's going really fast and it's uninterceptable. You won't be able to hit it at Mark 4, that's what I'm saying. But it's going to be dangerous.
I like dangerous. All right, 10 miles on this SA6.
Right. Saber, you're now GCI or whatever.
Magnum.
Right, he's fired it in fast mode, viewers. Downhill. No, he hasn't fired it in any mode because it's turning around and going the wrong way. Now that is an interesting use of a... Never seen that before. It's turning 360. Well, it burned all its speed off by going around in circles. And it is now finally going the right way. I have never seen that before. That was just the stupidest thing ever. Right, so they're going to shoot it down again, basically. Well, I don't know what to say. How we managed to find these problems, but we do. Yep, out comes the Roland. And... yeah, that's the whole idea of the SAM, so it goes in at Mark 4. It missed! Ha ha ha! It missed! Phew!
Didn't miss on my screen.
Yeah, it didn't miss on my screen.
Oh, God. Okay.
I got a shack.
Yeah, Master says it was missed. Right. Well, that was a whole bunch of weird stuff, viewers, but one way or another we got through. Right, you may, while keeping altitude, move on to Baghdad, of which there are 3 guidelines that need taking out, plus a Roland. Do boom boom. I'm over the Suez Canal. Slowly working my way in. My fuel is enormous. Who else is our harmer? We've got another one, don't we?
Well, it was somebody.
That was Saber.
Oh,
Saber.
Shag. Yeah, right. Bollocks. Have you got any bird?
No, they've all been expended.
He fired all 4 of his.
Alright. We had some tech problems and we've got to wait for Simba to get back in. And there's nothing you can do. You can wild weasel a bit if you want F-18s.
Oh, of course.
We want to hold here, Cap.
Spike
Yes.
SA2.
Yes, we do.
Smoke in the air. Going defensive.
Pyramids of Baghdad from here.
Pyramids of Baghdad. Famous, very famous they are. It's good to see you guys maintaining altitude where possible, just like they had to do in real life, because the ground fire was so fierce from cannon.
I think we all remember, well, if we're old enough, we all remember the videos of the downtown Baghdad looking like a firework display of all the AAA.
According to Wiki, it was the most defended city on the planet, and that includes Washington or you know, Moscow, all the places. In terms of surface-to-air missile systems, guns, everything.
All right, Spike SA2.
Missiles defeated. Right, by the time Simba gets here, we're gonna have this thing drained of all its missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you sneaky bugger!
Oh, bird! Jesus Christ, it went in formation with you. You did a Simba. And I'm not kidding, it went in formation with you. Oh, sounds so dangerous, viewers. And of course, American or coalition forces were shot down. 75 aircraft shot down. Go on, bird. Go on, bird.
Spike SA2 from the northern one.
Stroke 3 defending.
Cannonball defending.
That's me out of chaff.
Still about 100 miles out.
Watch out. Oh, man down, man down. It's a dangerous game, while the weaseling is 100% a dangerous game, viewers. The sounds aren't always stupid. Sometimes they're ways to get you within lethal range before firing.
Ha! We did a thing.
Well,
He's not shooting at me. He should be taking shots at me because he'd kill me. I think he's out of missiles.
Roger. Well, there's still 2 more sites.
This is the one to the north here that just isn't shooting at me. There we go. Missile in the air.
Oh, it's going to hit some old biddy's house. Oh, it just missed. Look at you saving lives, Fire.
Looked off to my right, and I was really close to that Roland.
Yeah, that Roland was looking right back at you.
Alright, Simba's hit the Suez Canal pretty much.
All right, I am low on fuel. Have to go up and just loiter.
Right,
I don't know what's up with this mission, but it's bugged.
Oh no! What?
It won't target anything. Like, I was able to target something like 40 miles ago, and now it won't target anything. When I go and do the harm just off the missile, I was able to target something once. The moment I unlocked it, it won't let me lock anything.
Keep going. My viewers, we're gonna have to go and beat the SA2 ourselves somehow. Alright, in that case it looks like you're wild weasel, Simba. By how much fuel have you got?
1,000 pounds or less. I'm taking up this SA2 radar right now.
Yeah, if I can respond to that in 6:15.
I haven't really got. It's only so we're about.
We don't have time. It takes 10 minutes just to get to here in Burner.
Alright, Bird, did we manage to drain that southern one, do you know?
I'm getting a spike from one off my nose.
2 are drained, but the far one is not drained, so you guys are going to have to somehow keep that busy, as well as the Shorad, Roland, while me and Poosh try and sneak in. Huh, nothing's ever easy, viewers.
Are you sure it's empty? It's just fired on me.
Not the far
That's
one.
the further one. Oh, okay. And it has fired on you.
We've been hit with a plethora of technical issues, viewers, but we can't cancel the mission, so we're just got to plow on somehow. Me and Poosh will hold on the edge of the SA2 while we formulate a plan.
I'm popping up again to get him to fire at me.
I'm down to 180 pounds of fuel, so hopefully he'll shoot at me.
Roger.
Become a towed.
Yeah, the harms aren't even picking up targets anymore.
2 missiles. The SA6 has only got 2 missiles left. Fire, if you can get his attention for those 2 missiles, then Simba, you work on a Shorad. Just trying to dodge the Shorad. And then me and Poosh are ready to poop in.
Alright, he's locking me.
Come on, fire at the Hornet, fire at the Hornet!
Oh yeah, he's got me locked. He's just not shooting. I don't know why he's not wanting to engage me.
Giant knobhead. Massive, massive knobhead. Alright, it's our time, Poosh. It's now or never. Let's try and survive that.
Missile
Roland.
out.
Who on?
One
He
missile
shot
on
one
fire.
of the 2.
Well, I just sent a Magnum off the rail on its own.
Might work.
Looks like it's going after an SA2.
Huh. How about that?
Oh, it missed.
90s harms.
It missed after I ejected.
Maybe it was going for the pilot.
There's one SA-2 missile left now.
Should be
What's
looking
my
at
missile
me.
doing?
What's going? What the hell is it doing?
I don't see any S.
It's doing something. Oh, it went after a Roland. It went after a Roland EWR. What are the chances, viewers? Bad luck's turned to good luck. So I think all the SA-2s, by hook or by crook, have been wild weaseled. All we've got to worry about now is that Roland in the middle of the target. Pooch is going above him because he's got laser-guided bombs.
Yeah, the SA-2 side is completely
Another
drained.
Magnum out.
Hopefully, that will get him. Come on, Harm. Come on, Harm. Maybe.
Arm tracking.
Come on. That's it. Turn all the way around. Be a good Magnum. No, hit Auntie Daisy's house. Damn it. Sorry about the 88 kilo warhead.
Roland, Spike. Oh, and he's on me.
Oh, right. The boys are wild weaseling the Roland. It's my time, viewers. My time is 100% now. Cap, rolling into target. I'm a few miles out. Push, progress.
Oh no!
Yeah, get shot down. That's your job.
I'll see you in a POW, Cap.
She will.
Which factory are you going after?
I don't know. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. God, impossible to dodge. It's on Simba, but it's fast. He's slow.
Evaded.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
People's champ!
Cap 7 miles. Buy me 7 miles, boys. And I will buy you some destroyed factories. 5 miles. Cap diving in. Right now, diving in. Roland Spike. Cap bombing. Let me bomb the one. Let me bomb the one I want. You join. I'm good.
Rolling fire.
Missile out.
I managed to get some bombs out before I died.
Low altitude. Low altitude.
Bombs are good.
1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down. I got all but 1. Right, Poosh, do your job.
Missile out.
I'm going home, Simba.
He's fine, they won't miss. Yeah! Wow, we made it ugly. It wasn't our fault, viewers. The harm stopped working. 2 guys worth of harm stopped working. So we should have done it moderately easy with only 1 loss, but we lost almost all of us for that reason. There's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do about that. But you know what we did do? We did complete the mission, so at least we've got that. Guys, stand by for reset. Now hard mode with the Soviets, yo. If the harms fail this time, there's no way of doing this. We've got more SAMs. And yes, 300s have like 30 missiles to fire. So this time we've got T-90s. They also had bore-fired ATGMs, which outranged the gun significantly, so I'm slightly worried about that. Again, light tank, 40 odd tons as compared to the 70 ton. Oof.
Fire, you better not lose the air battle.
I'll try real hard.
Well, I mean, that's why I would have stuck with AIM 7s. Because you guys are the only air-to-air loaded people.
So the Soviets come down here as Soviets and go home as Russians because the Soviet Union
Right.
fell apart in 1991.
And that's why I had difficulty making this video, because technically the Soviet Union started falling apart in 1989. It technically finished, the flag went down in December 1991. So technically, the Soviets still existed while this war was going on, but I take your point. Now, how much of the Soviet Union was actually active during this war? That I couldn't find out, so I just had to, well, guess.
I think in '91 it was pretty much a fire sale.
Take my country, take my country. Well, the tank battle is much more literally even Stevens. In fact, no, Americans are slightly winning, but it's marginal. Now the question is why. My knowledge to T90 wasn't particularly good, so interesting.
The frontal armor on them seems to be deflecting quite a few head-on shots.
Roger. Yeah. Russia's winning. Russia's won. Right, viewers, well, I just set it up. The results are not up to me, but in one 10v10, otherwise equal confrontation, the T90s beat the Abrams as of 1991. All right, off you go, guys. Any interesting changes? I've been busy watching tanks.
Gonna be a no-burner departure in the middle.
Yeah, fair point. Fuel tends to be a thing, unless you're an F-15. Then it's not a thing.
Bird, I'm gonna posture to the right side of the SAM sites. Like,
I see you going to the right.
yep. Let the air-to-air guys get into the fight a lot further ahead of us, because with 8 bandits, they're gonna be engaged for a while.
I'm going to head off to the left side to give us triangulation on them.
I mean, 8v2. This is going to go well.
Huh. Alright, let's go and find out what's going on, viewers. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Su-27s, airborne, with lots of missiles. Very worrying. We have...
AWACS is 2510 if anyone wants it.
And we have the Fulcrums and the Floggers.
8 times bogeys off our nose, according to AWACS.
Last Foxhound airborne, all 8 airborne. 45 miles. Flankers angry. Real angry. Oh dear, I don't like this at all. They're all coming in a giant wave this time.
Oh, AWACS is turning.
MiG-29's conserving fuel. Su-27's not.
It's possible. Yep, spike.
20 miles.
Spike.
Get those missiles off ASAP, guys.
Gotta get it close to Wes anyway.
Yeah. What is Wes? About 20 miles?
Got the second one. Yeah, it's about 20 miles. Mach 1.1, Angels 25, yep.
13 miles.
Fox 1. Cranking right.
Saber, you are like almost merged. 6 miles.
Ooh, awkward. I'll dodge that. Boom. Man down.
Fire, it's all you.
I believe in you, fire.
So you versus 4, 5, 6, 7.
Fox 1 again.
Alright, turn cold whenever you can. You got about 20 miles between us and you.
TTI, 5 seconds. Come on. Ah, they're just so fast as Fulcrums. They've dodged them.
Alright, let's hit the deck. One headed your way, Cap.
Roger, shall I just turn around?
Yeah.
I can fire. No, I can't outrange him. There's no point. Cap, cold. I've only got aim 9.
All of us only have aim 9s.
Shit.
That's why we're dragging them down low.
Huh.
Fox 1.
Whatever works for you, fire. Good move there.
Lost my radar track on him.
Is this one of Angels 20 off our nose going left, Simba, a target?
Yep.
I'll try and sneak up on him.
Simba merge. Bird nearly merge. All packed in. Dogfight, dogfight, dogfight. One down.
Nope, I'm dead. He got me with a archer.
Bird merge as well. Viewers, they're just too powerful this time. Especially the Su-27s. 2 down.
Oh!
Come on, fire. Our designated air-to-air fighter. Take all 8 down, right now. Don't hit Bird's body. Good dodge.
Get me out of this. Low
Good
speed. I need
Lord.
speed. Need speed. Need speed. Need speed. Need speed. There's a guy right in front of me.
They're all around you. It's just, yeah. Alright guys, it was never going to happen. Let's charge. Let's be friggin' heroes. The problem is, viewers, we only had 2 air-to-air fighters. We had 2 Hornets. You try and get past them then. Maybe I can go above them. Against 8 air-to-air fighters, it was never going to happen. The F-16s only had Sidewinders. And me and Pooch only have Sidewinders. Guys, I'm guessing everything off my nose is
Cannonballs still out there.
Roger. I can't remember how to IFF, so I guess I better wait. Go on, Cannibal. Go on, Cannibal. Good shot.
227 down, but he's got a missile on me.
Coolie hat switch right long.
Thank you, Pooch. Coolie hat switch right long.
Yeah, 29 on your nose, Angel 6 and climbing.
Me? Oh god. Wait. Yeah.
Did I say right? I meant left.
Cap searching.
You know, 3.3.
Cap. Visual. Cap. Locked. Right, give me that sweet, sweet tone. Box 2. Dogfight.
Yeah, I'm down.
Guns.
Uh-oh, you just dropped everything, Cap.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah. Oh, really? You know that
Yeah,
time?
you haven't those Sidewinders.
I don't need freaking Sidewinders, boys. God damn it. Come here. Alright, Mr. Nightmare.
Cannonball.
I'm already
Is your
dead.
pilot dead?
Yep. But the plane's perfectly fine because the F-16 always kills the pilot.
Well, no, you got a lot of holes in the plane.
It's got no armor. F-15's covered in armor, guys. Didn't you know that?
29, Angel 7 at your nose, and 23 at Angel 2 behind you.
Roger, no problem. I got him. You know when I said I got him? I lied!
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Why, Pooch? Go and win the mission, I suggest. Huh, he might actually do it as well.
That time a thing happened.
Boom. Okay, obviously that's just impossible, but it would be good to come back to this mission one day if we get like twice the amount of players, so we get some proper air-to-air, you know, 2 flights of air-to-air. I think it would actually be quite interesting to do.
I would like to rerun it with 2 F-15Cs doing air-to-air.
Yeah, we can do. We can't do it now, but we can certainly do it. But anyway, what have we shown today, viewers? Needless to say, you add a load of SAMs on, you add a load of more modern fighters, better fighters, heavier fighters with better trained pilots. It's gonna win pretty much. We made a mess. We made a bit of a mess of the first one, but it wasn't our fault. Tech problems happened, and we found a way around it. So that's good, guys. But my only takeaway otherwise is that Russian pilots were trained quite similar to how the Iraqi pilots were trained, to be vectored onto targets by EWR, but my understanding is a lot of those EWRs were taken out in the initial bombardment, hence why a lot of the Iraqi pilots didn't have much luck, and I wonder if the Russian or Soviet pilots would have struggled in the same way. They didn't have the dynamic training that American coalition pilots had.
I agree. They wouldn't have.
I was just saying, yeah, with a proper cap formation of F-15s in front to take out the air defenses, it would have given us the sea aircraft and the bombers a greater chance. So
Great idea.
maybe if we rerun it, proper F-15C coverage to take out the aircraft beforehand.
We'd probably have to add some AI then in that case, and we need at least 4 seed for this, and at least 2 bombers.
We need overwhelming firepower. I mean, which is what Gulf War 1 was all about.
I mean, if you watch the real Gulf War, they had such a massive cap formation that was there for that reason. So to make sure that the strike packages got in and got out.
I guess that's what phase 2 will be. Viewers, until then, I hope you enjoyed it otherwise, and bye-bye.